What is good, my friends? It's your favorite YouTube dealer. After the intro, we got a diss track. Papoose, he's coming at 50's neck. I love it. I'm here for it. Let's dive in. 5 minutes. Yo, I feel like, did they ever have heat in the past?
Hey, yo, 50, you a bitch, man. You can't bully no Brooklyn nigga.
You are now listening to
Papoose? He was a crab in the barrel until Eminem picked him. Made himself famous by claiming he was a victim. His claim to fame was I got shot 9 times, but the truth is he only got shot 5 times. He lied cause he wanted to get shot more than Tupac. Lame choice, game voice, G you not.
What was it that the 9 thing came from, though? Was it because they were talking about, like, some went in and out, and so there was, like, 9 whole, you know what I mean? I forget where it was, but I said this back in the day, and I wasn't against 50. Like, I thought some of his music was dope, but I remember there was a point when I was younger, and I'm like, the only thing I know about this dude is he got shot 9 times. No matter what you ask, what anybody says, yo, he got shot 9 times. Yo, I got shot 9 times. Yo, he got shot 9 times. You know 50 got shot 9 times? Like, that was the only thing that you saw everywhere, but that shit definitely pushed him into being more and more famous, to be honest with you.
Queens don't respect you, they know you a joke, you clown. You from Queens, but pay Bronx niggas to hold you down. You even hate on your own crew. Why you be dissing Banks? Is it cause he nicer than you, or cause you just a snake? Try to take Mayweather money, put you in your place. Heard that story about how Floyd punched you in your face. Did 6 months in shop. You
Did that happen? I feel like I did hear something like that. 50 got hands, though, as far as I know, but Floyd is Floyd. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different. There was something else that he said here, too.
be dissing Banks. Is it cause he nicer than you, or cause you just a snake?
I don't know about anybody else, but I always felt like, I thought, at the time, I felt like Banks was better than 50 because I was really about the punchline shit. That shit started to go crazy. You had Lloyd Banks, you had Cassidy, you had J.R. Ryder, you had J Hood. Like, it was like the era of bars, of people just saying punchlines, like or as simile punchlines. Yo, I do this to you like that. You know what I mean? Like that was like the era that shit really started to get popularized. And so I feel like that's why I felt that way, and a lot of people did. But in hindsight, I don't think that he was better than 50. Like, when you listen to 50's catalog, obviously, it's just like, I don't know. Like, you could say that 50 is a better songwriter, but Banks is a better rapper. And I guess I could kind of get behind that because Banks does have some nasty shit, but 50 actually had some heat, and I don't think he got much love because he wasn't doing that punchline heavy stuff.
Try to take Mayweather money, put you in your place. Heard that story about how Floyd punched you in your face. Did 6 months in shop, you never been upstate. Vivica tossed your salad, she had a shitty face. Black Child poked you up, left you with the shakes. Bruno Carvalho yapped your chain and ended up with a case. When he got shot, they tried to take his face off. That nigga jaw was wired up like Jake Paul. When I seen his first movie, I knew he was fake, dog. His man pulled out the gun, was ready for straight wall.
Wait, hold up. Is he talking about
when he got shot, they tried to take his face off. That nigga jaw was wired up like Jake Paul.
Oh, he's talking about 50. Yeah. So anybody that listened to 50 before, like if you listen to Power of the Dollar, which I think is an amazing album that nobody talks about because Get Rich or Die Trying did what it did, and it was his first like studio album. That's people's first introduction to 50 for the most part. But if you go back to Power of the Dollar, that shit was fire. But listen to the way that he raps. He's so much more fluid because his jaw works properly. And then after that, the fact that he was able to still turn his career into this megastar career, and he couldn't even like move his jaw properly, I feel like that's just actually impressive in itself.
When I seen his first movie, I knew he was fake, dog. His man pulled out the gun, was ready for straight wall. He said, we gon' get him another way. Straight fraud, nigga shot you up and all you wanna do is make songs. Heard you diabetic, take care of yourself, you getting older. If they amputate you, I hope it's your head from your shoulders. I'm not concerned about how much money can Curtis show, cause he bankrupt, so mathematically Curtis older. Only Curtis we respect in hip hop is Curtis Blow. But the question is,
I knew it was coming. I had a feeling. I'm like, there's got to be a Curtis Blow bar coming.
It's your head from your shoulders. I'm not concerned about how much money can Curtis show, cause he bankrupt, so mathematically Curtis older. Only Curtis we respect in hip hop is Curtis Blow. But the question is, how much dick can Curtis Blow? Pause. Seen a picture of you smiling, holding a dildo. Talk all that gangster talk, but is it real though? That's why you say get the strap.
Is there really a picture of 50 holding a dildo? Wait, what? I see. I don't be paying attention to shit. Y'all got to fill me in. What is that about?
Holding a dildo.
Hold up.
question is, how much dick can Curtis blow? Pause. Seen a picture of you smiling, holding a dildo. Talk all that gangster talk, but is it real though? That's why you say get the strap. I didn't catch on. When 50 say get the strap, he mean get the strap on. You need therapy, that's the answer. Not mental therapy, chemotherapy. You a cancer, that's your horoscope. Before you came out, New York was dope. All the guards was woke. Hip hop was flooded with bars and quotes. First you snake the game and sold to young buck with your art and soaps. Disrespected Banks cause he wanted time when his father croaked. Your own son protected his mother did what his father won't. Disrespect your homies, why you cut all of your partners broke? You ain't this Eminem, he your slave master. You are a joke, Tony Montana voice. I should step on you, you cockroach. Need a larger coat, the gun is so big that it's hard to tow. At your funeral, we gon' send off doves, no bars of soap. Do what artists won't.
And I don't know why I didn't even name, when I'm naming all those people, Papoose was one of them as well. Like J.R. Ryder, like I said, there was just a whole like Ransom who's still cooking nowadays. Like there was a lot of dudes that was just coming around and just had shit to say. Like there's other people I can't. Shot Stimuli.
Don't think that you ought to go. Just give me my flowers. I want the stem in the artichoke. Yes, you are a hoax. How you gonna say that the guard is broke? I got so much ice that I can deport you. Get on the boat. Finger on the toes. G-Unit falling like dominoes. Not the pizza shop. I squeeze the Glock and they all be ghosts. Who you trying to roast? He shows a lot of dishonor though. These are guard results. Papoose gonna get him if karma don't. I want all the smoke. Man, I'ma swing till your jaw get broke. And you start to choke. Look at you. I got you on the ropes. Murder Inc. defeated you in the street. You just lied the most. The locks killed you on some D-block shit with the round zero. Rick Ross won. Your other beef was kinda close. More losses than wins. Testing Papoose, Vominos. You won't be ashamed to have herpes if you were smarter. Cause you can avoid passing it to your sex partner. That's too much, boy. Your baby mother threw you under the bus. I guess Daphne didn't bring you too much joy.
That was an interesting bar. It almost just sounded like an educational bar. He's just like, if you wouldn't be scared of having herpes or something if you were smarter, because then you'd know that you could take stuff and you won't give it to your partner. It's like, wait, what? I'm so confused. Like, so is he saying that 50 has herpes, but he's ashamed of it? But then the fact that he's not dissing him for it and saying you wouldn't be ashamed if you were more educated, you know that you can just take stuff, makes me feel like that's because Pap has it. And so he's like, I'm not trying to diss him. You know what I'm saying? Because that was just the bar was weird to me. We're gonna have to listen to this again. But it made me think when he was talking about the past beefs that 50 had, and it's like, yo, imagine if we had social media in the way that we have now with YouTube and reactions and shit. Back when like 50, Eminem were going at Ja Rule and all these different, like, oh, this shit would have been so crazy online.
Be ashamed to have herpes if you were smarter.
So listen, you wouldn't be ashamed to have herpes if you was smarter.
Wins testing Papoose, Vominos. You won't be ashamed to have herpes if you were smarter. Cause you can avoid passing it to your sex partner.
That just seems like such a random thing to say. Unless he's like, did 50 diss him for having herpes? And that's his response to it? Or does he think that 50 is going to end up saying something about it maybe? And so he's like getting ahead of it? Like you wouldn't be ashamed of it if you was smarter? Daniel, this bug bite on the side of my face is driving me crazy. This shit, it's just like, oh my God.
That's too much, boy. Your baby mother threw you under the bus. I guess Daphne didn't bring you too much joy. Hiding that you got herpes makes you a fuck boy. Why you don't just admit it like NBA young boy?
Okay,
you
so he's saying he has
Duanes got caught with a gun. Then you laugh when Supreme blew trial. Are you dumb? You laughed at Jimmy Hinchman bid. This hoe is frail. I know about you dry snitching on him. I know it well. What type of street nigga laughs when somebody go to jail? You think last summer was hot? Wait till you go to hell.
Hold up.
Laugh when Duanes got caught with a gun. Then you laugh when Supreme blew trial. Are you dumb?
So the Dwells shit I get, but I don't understand why he shouldn't be happy that Supreme blew trial. Unless he's trying to say, like, if he didn't blow trial, that he'd be out here and then you could actually get at him to get, like, revenge. Because he's the reason behind why 50 got shot. 5 times, 9 times, however many times it was. So that's the only thing I could think is that he's like, why would you want him to go to jail? You should want him to be out here so you can get your get back. That's what I'm guessing. But otherwise, it's like, yeah, he'd laugh if he blew trial and he ended up going away for life or some shit. Because, right? The dude tried to kill me. Like, fuck that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, it just depends. Like, but if I'm in 50's position, I don't feel like it's smart to try to get revenge. So my best revenge is him going away for life for whatever he was there for. And it's like, haha, now you never get to enjoy the rest of your life. Well, I'm out here partying and living life out, like shit that you'll never do. You know what I mean? Like, that to me is the best revenge. Don't be like, "Yo, I want him out here so I could take him out and then risk throwing my life away and going to jail." That's just dumb. That's a dumb mentality.
You laughed at Jimmy Hinchman bid, this hoe is frail. I know about you dry snitching on him, I know it well. What type of street nigga laughs when somebody go to jail? You think last summer was hot? Wait till you go to hell. What sense of humor is good, I'm convinced. But what is the sense of humor when a person's humor makes no sense? A nigga disrespect Papoose, I knocked him out. A nigga disrespect 50, he put a doc you out. We not the same, puff at your girl inside his house. Everything I do for morals and principles, not for clout. If you ever talk to 50 in person, you gotta shout. His breath smell like he got a whole pile of shit inside his mouth.
Wasn't there drama back in the day? Was it between Pap and Fat Joe or some shit like that? Does anybody remember what I'm talking about? I remember there was one point where I was in New York City and I was young, but my girlfriend was going to college, I think, at the time there. And so I came out to visit. And I was on my way. I was about to leave to go on my way back, and I ended up just driving around the city for a little bit because on Hot 97 there was either Fat Joe or Pap, or they were talking to different people, and they were telling the story of some kind of altercation that happened with a few different people. And I feel like it was like between Papoose and Fat Joe, if I'm not mistaken. And so I was all into it because at the time, like, you didn't just hop on YouTube and hear, right? So I'm like, yo, it's on the radio. I got to listen to it now if I want to find out what the fuck is going on. So I'm just driving around because I didn't want to get out of range of Hot 97. But I don't recall the exact story now.
Nigga disrespect Papoose, I knocked him out. A nigga disrespect 50, he put a doc you out. We not the same, puff at your girl inside his house. Everything I do for morals and principles, not for clout. If you ever talk to 50 in person, you gotta shout. His breath smell like he got a whole pile of shit inside his mouth. Was scared of Maserati fights. God bless the dead, you know he shoot niggas from the waist up. Arm, chest, and head, heard he deaded you on your money, took off with your bread. You ain't do nothing cause you a cop, you mob with the feds. I turn your legs to spaghetti, can't walk with your legs. Put your fat ass right to sleep, go on, get to bed. Used to listen to you in the car, you worthless dog. Your cartoons ain't been the same since Smurf been gone. He the one who was putting in that pain, him and Damo. You ain't putting work on Homo, you live by the 48 laws of power, a book for sinners. The Bible or the Quran is what you should consider. Allegedly, you burnt the house down. Look, bitch, nigga, your baby mother don't want you no more, you looking bitter. Them steroids that you taking got you looking bigger. You diss Mano, Fab, and Pap. Brooklyn niggas, the real 50 Cent from Brooklyn. Look, bitch, nigga, just remember you got your name from a Brooklyn nigga. The U.S.
Ooh, that's what I was waiting for. Especially when he started it off talking about Brooklyn. Now, did 50 diss all? I know this. Okay, well, I know he got some problems with him. I'm actually checking out the video for the 50 Cent and Max B song because I saw that in it, apparently he's got Jim Jones, and so they show some people that he's disrespecting. Maybe Pap is in that as well, or this is something where he just mentioned him or some shit. I'm not positive, but I was waiting for him to say that because 50 Cent did get his name from a Brooklyn dude that was named 50 Cent. And he was just a little dude who didn't drink, didn't smoke, but he'd go to parties. He'd wait till everybody else was faded, and then he'd rob everybody's ass. And that was just what he did. He was a little stick-up dude. So, like, that's where 50 got his name from. And he is from Brooklyn. So once he was just like, yo, you dissing Brooklyn, I just thought you got to use the fact that his name literally comes from Brooklyn.
That pain, him and Damo. You ain't putting work on Homo. You live by the 48 laws of power, a book for sinners. The Bible or the Quran is what you should consider. Allegedly, you burnt the house down. Look, bitch, nigga, your baby mother don't want you no more. You looking bitter. Them steroids that you taking got you looking bigger. You diss Mano, Fab, and Pap. Brooklyn niggas, the real 50 Cent from Brooklyn. Look, bitch, nigga, just remember you got your name from a Brooklyn nigga. The U.S. kidnapped the president of Venezuela while we was distracted by 50 Cent's propaganda. I think he worked for MAGA, sent to distract us all. Used to be a rat, now he an agent provocateur. They put us in danger in the midst of the night. That's why they had to cancel all the Caribbean flights. Never gives good advice cause he mentally can't. Doesn't display forward thinking, he's not really advanced. YouTube was working for him if he gives him a chance. Some of them are literally suck his dick through his pants. I can see straight through him why these idiots can't. He promising them he gonna do a bunch of shit that he can't. Even when he has friends, he takes the enemy stance. Cause he worked for the government, he just the industry plant. They don't do fact checks, supposed to listen and learn. Just regurgitate a whole bunch of shit that they heard. He got them all under the wing. This shit is absurd. He has a lot of wingspan, cause this nigga's a bird.
All right, this was cool. This was cool. I'm curious to see if anything comes from it. I don't know that 50 is gonna ever directly respond to anybody. I feel like he'll probably throw some shots in songs and shit, but I don't know that he'll ever be like, yo, I'm gonna give you the time of day, because to him it's just like he's gonna look at it like if he doesn't do that, he can continue to kind of put himself on that pedestal looking down at everybody, right? But if he actually engages, is that even playing field shit. So that's why I feel like we won't get a response from 50. But shout out to Pap. Like this was cool. I don't think it was like anything super groundbreaking, amazing. But usually the first time somebody comes at someone, in my opinion, I don't feel like it's ever the craziest shit. It's usually like, yo, I got some shit, but if you say something back, I got some more you know what I'm saying? Some more shit. And I'm ready. So it could be something like that. But I feel like I like the way that he approached it, a good portion of it, because I think that like trying to break stuff down almost like in a storytelling way, so to speak, like where you're talking about, 50 does this and then talks about the situation and why 50 is a clown because of it, as opposed to just making up a punchline that's just generic to be like, I'll take your head off like this, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I like that he did that because I always feel like that's the better approach. Personals are always going to be better than punchlines and diss tracks. I think punchlines are amazing. If you can weave the two together in a way, even better. But personals and being like straightforward and talking about shit and painting somebody out to be a clown and then giving like reasons why and making people believe why you're telling them, that to me is what the best diss track is going to be, right? And so I feel like he did that pretty well. Um there're like things that I would change a little, like it was just like it was almost too much conversational, like da da da, like the bird, da, da, well, yo, and that shit is absurd. Like I get it, but like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like you need to try to make. I don't know. There was just moments that it wasn't really my favorite writing, right? But otherwise, I think that this was pretty dope. And honestly, I think that Pap would I think that he'd probably cook 50 in a diss track battle. Like if they were to go back and forth, I think that he probably would end up winning. Like 50 is not the greatest diss track dude. Like he's very catchy. He's got some funny shit that he could say sometimes. Like he's solid. But with all these guys, I don't know, diss tracks, it's like they're good, but they're not on the level of some of the better shit that I've heard, right? Like I don't know. I just feel like I grew up like getting into rap. It was on forums and shit with people that were doing diss tracks that actually rapped at a very high level technically, but like they honed in on just the battle rap aspect over beats. And that shit is just so much better, even to this day, than all the diss tracks that I hear from like more mainstream or like known artists, to be honest with you. Now, battle rappers, another ball game. Those dudes get it. They also honed themselves in that way. A lot of them did it a cappella, but when they go over to a beat, if they have the technical ability to rap well, that shit is disgustingly good. So those they get it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyways, but Pap dope. I like it. Let me know what you guys thought. Appreciate you. Catch you in the next one, homies.